Much can be derived from a company's financial statements. Apple and Microsoft are two of the world leaders in the software industry for computers. There are two big differences in the company's financial statements. Apple, which uses the indirect method for their statement of cash flows, has a much better ratio of net sales to assets. And Microsoft, who also uses the indirect method for their statement of cash flows, has a major advantage on their price-earnings ratio. The two companies also share many similarities, which include rate earned on total assets, rate earned on stockholders' equity, and earnings per share on their common stock. There are two major differences for each of the companies. Apple has a much larger ratio of net sales to assets, which is calculated by taking the company's net sales and dividing it by the total net assets. This measures how effectively a company uses its assets within their organization. Microsoft has a much better ratio on their price earnings on common stock. This can measure a company's future earning prospects for their organization. There are also many similarities that the two companies share. They share a similarity on their rate earned on total assets. This measures the profitability of total assets without considering how the assets are financed. They share similarities on their rate earned on stockholders' equity as well. This measures the rate of income earned on the amount invested by stockholders, which will give the stockholders a better idea of how much they will be able to make on their investment. Finally, they share a common interest on their earnings per share on common stock, which measures the share of profits that are earned by one share of common stock. This will help investors to know how much they can make if they invest in each of the two companies. As you can see, there are a few major differences and many similarities between Apple Incorporated and Microsoft, two of the world's leaders in the software industry for computers. As Steve Jobs once said, quality is much better than quantity, and a home run is much better than two doubles.